What's going on, guys? First, before I start anything different, fight, please don't come after me. I love you. I promise. I really do. I really do. But I gotta roast you. Okay. So once again, we're back on the topic of Dear Days. I ain't gonna get into the whole freaking NFT thing Bushiroad is doing because it's like honestly, I really don't care. And from what it sounds like, I mean, I trust different fights thoughts on it, and he says in his words, it sounds like something Bushiroad didn't want to do, but they kind of just went along with it because I guess Japan isn't too. Um, I don't know how to say this. They don't really know the why people dislike NFTs so much. I think that's a fair way of putting it. Yeah, it's just which is understandable. I didn't really understand why NFTs were so bad. I mean, I heard people saying NFTs are destroying the environment. I'm like, how is a digital picture destroy? And then they explained it to me. I'm like, okay, I can get it. I can understand. But yeah, I don't know. Either way, so that is not the point here. So I'm just gonna play it and then we're gonna talk about it.
I was like, you want to play V, you're gonna have to play EX. And I want to maybe sit down and just like count how many cards we actually have if we look at all the D sets so far, including the collab boosters, because the collab boosters, I'm honestly not sure if they'll bring them in because of copyright issues, right? Like, I don't know, because Monster Strike doesn't exist in English, like, can you bring it over? Like, are they going to just not have the collab boosters in there? So that's going to be interesting. And of course, the game releasing on November 17th means that this will be after the release of set 7 and potentially even set 8. I can't remember if set 8 was November or December, but they could include that. Or, of course, they could also just do DLC, which I think is very, very important. Please do downloadable updates for future sets. They can be free and preferably free because even Konami made them free in games like Legacy of the Duelist. But if we have to pay like $1, I guess it's fine. But with this being already like a paid for game, they can, I feel like the new cards they should make for free, but then when it comes to like if they do like DLC like characters and like skins and like sleeves and playmats, that I'm fine for being a paid cosmetic. But just please, if you're gonna do new card updates, either make new updates yourself or the community will just mod the shit out of the game on Steam and do that themselves. So then we can see.
So that's what I was thinking of right there. So this was made 3 months ago, where he was different fight was actually going off about how just this is going to be a paid for game, and at this time, keep in mind, 3 months ago, we didn't know what the price was even going to be. We were probably under the suspicion it was going to be around 40, 50, give or take dollars, like any other card game, like freaking Shadowverse, Yu-Gi-Oh, like literally type in any card game besides Vanguard, and you'll see it usually caps off around $40. So then that brings me to the next one.
Oh!
Hold on, let me get to it.
Battle Pass that you can the Monday. So basically there's going to be basically like a season pass, battle pass that you can buy to get new cards.
That's what we just learned from. Uh, Shout out to Different Fight. Let me just take a moment to thank you for always translating this stuff for us English speakers, because without you, we'd be in the complete dark about this jazz. Again, I love you. Don't come after me, please. I promise. This is meant with the bestest of intentions. But with that out of the way, I have to ask, where is your video, Different Fight? What is this? Different Fight, what is this? What is this? What is this? I can't. I'm trying to recreate that, but yeah, it's not working. Okay. Shoot, I don't even know what's happening right now. What?
Toothpark,
YouTube, why
Skyfall
are you messing your
Arms.
jazz up with this stuff? Okay, regardless, so with that said, now we know that Vanguard Dear Days is not only coming out for $70, but they're going to include a paid for Battle Pass. A gosh darn paid for Battle Pass, and just, yeah, just, I mean, the words speak for itself. I mean, given, I'm sure, how do I say this? I can't words today. But yeah, Different Fight initially said that he would imagine, he'd hope it would be free. Now we know it's not. It's not only top dollar, it's also has paid for content. We're literally just getting worst case scenario, Jazz. But it was something else he said in this video that kind of got to me.
Of course, the game is going to have an original story, which we kind of already knew, so this, of course, is also very important. Dear Days is coming out. This is going to be a good way to get into the franchise, and I'm like, yeah, I hope so. But hear them saying, like, it's going to have a good, easy-to-follow tutorial, I think is very... This is, of course, a big dub. We also see here Megumi in the corner, as we saw Danji up here as well, so some of the character portraits are looking pretty good. Then, of course, the most important part that made everyone on Twitter freak out is that, of course, online play is confirmed with only just one in ladder and who was at the bottom. I would really like sleeves for that month, and I feel like it shouldn't be that hard to just like maintain this game's servers like that. So I hope that they take it seriously and don't just like drop online and go like, oh yeah, you can play against your friends, and then that's kind of it. Also, please have a spectator mode. That is very, very important, because like spectating and saving replays so you can actually like submit them and look back at them. Any function that CFA has, this should also have. Otherwise, you're not going to pull people off of CFA. And even then, this being standard
CFA? You mean CF Cardfight Online?
only, of course, does not pull people away from CFA due to the in premium being on there as well. But yeah, of course, this is really huge. You can play against people from around the world, which of course means that, you know, I think the Japanese and English versions will have the same card pool and be able to, you know, match in the same server, which I think is very good. And, you know, them saying building decks is a breeze is good, because this is a paid game, it's not a free game, which means no microtransactions, which is very good.
Boom, right there. He says no microtransactions, and with that, I have to rebuttal. I'm sorry, Different Fight. I love you, but I have to rebuttal. Let's see. Switch store. Boop. Right here. As you may have seen from my first video, in-game purchases. Now, what does this mean? Is this just referring to DLC, or is there actually going to be like microtransactions like we hoped there wouldn't be? And I am asking this because, well, one, I am very new to the whole gaming sphere. Like, as far as video games, I'm usually like a regular card game nerd, where it's like I like the physical products. I just don't have anyone to play with them with. Play anyone with that. You get what I mean. So, Different Fight, your response, please. I hate to have to like put you on the spot like this, because you were someone I extremely respect. And that's why I really want to hear your thoughts on this, because I trust your judgment, I trust your thought process. And playing devil's advocate, listening to Different Fight go on about it, it does sound like this is going to be a huge thing, since it is going to support global and Japanese thing, which may be why the original games never got released. I never even considered that, but, you know, you guys tell me what you think in the comments or whatever. But yeah, Different Fight, your response, please, because I want to know what you're thinking about this, because, dude, they are actually price gouging us, and I don't want this to be what destroys Vanguard for the West. I really don't. The game, it's not very fragile, per se, but it is not very welcomed in the West, at least from where I'm at. So, you know, tell me what you guys think in the comments. I just wanted to weave that together just as like a little points video, and I will talk to y'all soon. Like, comment, subscribe, all the jazz.